All right, hello everybody. It is time for Savory Health Sunday. It's Sunday. It's 1 o'clock. And, okay, that's better. So today on Savory Health Sunday, apparently I'm wearing Cowboys blue today, and I know they're still playing. Don't worry, they'll go to halftime soon enough. Watch this later on today. Share it with your friends. Watch it later. So today we're coming to the end. Okay, we got one more of these. Okay, over this 12-week course of talking about health, wellness, fitness. Okay, what they mean to you, what they are, okay, how to use them, how they can fight against each other and destroy you if you let them, okay. Go back, watch the full series, because there's explanation of all these things and how they do work and how they relate to you, okay. How they're completely different things, okay. Health, wellness, and fitness are three completely separate different things, all right. They just happen to work together if you know how to get them to work together. If you don't, they will quite literally destroy your life in an effort to do one over the other, okay? Seriously, they will, okay? Realize that. They're the best frenemies ever at times. So, today we're going to finish off with doing some health, okay? And, well, today we're going to talk about healthy blood. What that means, right? This stuff, see the veins? Stuff running through the veins. This stuff quite literally keeps you alive, okay? It is, if it's dirty, well, your life's not going to be very good, right? If it's clean, your life's going to be very good. Why? Because you're going to have less health issues, okay? So what does that mean to you? Well, so let's talk about some blood testing, right? Because you got to know what's going on in there, right? You got to know what the quality of your blood is. It's like checking out the gasoline that you're putting in your car, checking out the oil that's in your car. Do you have enough? Is it good quality, right? Is there junk in it? Is it time for an oil change? Probably so, okay. Do you need to get some little boosters to put into your into your gasoline to help clean out your cylinders, right? Seriously, it's like working on a car at times, okay? Same kind of process, okay? Do you have enough coolant in there? Or is there a leak going on? That's going to be water. We'll talk about that next time. But, first of all, leaks. You don't want leaks. Leaks ain't good, okay? You don't want oil leaks in a car. You don't want blood leaks in a body, all right? It's supposed to be contained, okay? These veins, these little blue things you see roaming around, well, there's little red things even deeper. That's where the good blood is going through. You're seeing all the blue stuff. That's essentially blood that's carrying toxic stuff out of your system, okay? Going to your lungs, going to your large intestine to dump all this toxic trash that is trying to get out, right? Blue blood ain't good, okay? Red blood, very good. Why do you see all the blue stuff? Well, cooling, okay? You have your own little internal air conditioning system, and to keep your body cooler, well, you'll see all the blue veins rising to the surface to get exposed to cooler air than what you have internally, right? Because you run hotter than what there is outside, usually unless it's 120. It's just how it goes. But so the blood, okay? Blood testing needs to be done, all right? If you want to go through me to get your blood testing, I've got a great, if you go to the website, clinicfuco.com, I've got a group on there called Auto Lab Tests. Any blood test that you can get from your doctor, you can get it for pennies, seriously, pennies on the dollar, all right? Less than you'll pay with insurance for most all of these. Any blood test under the sun, you can get it done. You set the time that you want to get your blood draw done. They draw it, they send it to the labs, the same labs your doctor uses, okay? They send you the results, so you get to see what's going on with your hormones, with blood levels of everything, okay? If you want to test all your micromineral content, it's there. Full hormone panels for full hormone panels for everything, for thyroid, for testosterone levels, estrogen levels, cholesterol, all of your cholesterol levels. There's not just 2 cholesterol numbers you need to be worried about. There's about 7, actually. There's multiple different fractions of cholesterol breakdown in there, okay? And they'll explain that to you. right? You'll get the results back, and they will explain this thing to you. Here's your cholesterol levels. Here's what all these fractions mean to you. Okay, because it's highly important, right? Highly. Okay, it's not just about HDL and LDL. There are multiple fractions of those that you need to be aware of because they play a role in vascular health. They play a role in stress management. Okay, cortisol levels. If you want to know what your cortisol levels, see if you have issues with adrenaline output. Okay, that's adrenal insufficiency. Okay, which if you have a thyroid issue, I can guarantee you it started there first and turned into a thyroid thing. 9 times out of 10, that's usually how it works. Because you're overstressed, your adrenals don't get to be resupplied with the nutrients that are needed because you're on some stupid diet thing, right? That's depleting them. Plus you get stress, further depletion, right? And then, well, next thing you know, a thyroid thing. No, your thyroid had to do extra output because your adrenal supply was done. You put extra stress there. Now, yes, you got one. Fix this, and that'll take care of itself. Anyway, and this goes with it's all in your blood, right? These are things that you need to know. Nobody's ever told you this, right? They need to. You should. You should know these things. And this is why you do the blood test yourself and get all this information and then present it to your doctor and say, hey, doc, what do I do? Hopefully your doctor will have some good better input than here's a script, take this. Hopefully they do more than that, right? Hopefully they are working with a nutritionist they can send you to. Hopefully they're working with a trainer they can send you to. Hopefully they're working with somebody, because a lot of this goes back to what's going on up here. Hopefully they get a therapist or somebody they can send you to start working on some issues that have turned into bad blood, okay? And by that, well, if you've got stuff going on up here that's restrictive, or you've had abuse in your past and all everything else, and you've got bad blood with somebody, you get bad blood with something, okay, or someone, or thought process, or whatever, okay, you got bad blood with it, well, guess what? You've got bad care of that. Digging deep, right? Seriously, until you address that stuff, you're always going to have bad blood. You want to get your blood good? Well, you got to get good up here, okay? It's where it starts, okay? And then knowledge of these things, having knowledge of what is in your blood, okay? What's your A1C? What's your blood sugar, okay? Do you know those numbers? Do you know what your blood pressure is? Okay, do you know why it is that way? Is it low? Is it high? What is low? What is high for you? That's a little bit different for everybody from a genetic standpoint, right? Are you not drinking enough? Water's coming tomorrow. Today's blood, tomorrow's air and water, all right? You see what I'm doing here? But knowing what's in your blood and what's going on with your blood, doing live blood analysis, even more fun because now you get to see what's roaming around in there, right? Do you have maybe some undigested proteins because, well, you eat too fast, or you're not taking enough enzymes, you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, not enough fiber, whatever, or you're taking in the wrong stuff, or you just don't chew, okay? You just guzzle it down like a bird. Don't do that. Chew your food, people. This way you digest it and it gets to go into your blood cells. Otherwise, it just roams around and causes all kinds of issues. Okay, plaque levels, knowing your blood calcium levels, huge. Why? Well, because that will relate to how much calcium plaque you got built up in your system, roaming around, plugging you up, right? You don't want it. You don't want to get plugged up. You want plugged up veins and arteries. You don't, right? Plugged up veins and arteries leads to strokes. Just so you know. You want it free flowing. You want it almost like water, right? But the more you know about these things, the more you know about what's going on in you internally, better off you're going to be. Why? Because you can address it, you can take care of it, and it's really quickly too. I mean, we're talking like a 2 to 3 month process, a quarter of a year. Okay, if your first quarter sucked and you had bad health, guess what? You can take that second quarter of your year, turn it around, and the third quarter of the year, you're going to have good health. It can happen internally with your blood. It can happen that fast. Externally, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, um, give yourself like 4 full quarters of doing stuff to get that progress to happen. Okay, um, loss and growth take time, but you got to get all the internal stuff working first. Okay, you got to get that blood supply. It's not stagnant, because a lot of people have stagnant blood. What does that mean? Well, you got the big veins, okay? Big balloons you see, you know, there'll be tiny capillaries that you don't really see. They're teeny tiny. Those, they're like a big river, and it goes out to the tributaries, okay? It goes out to little tiny streams. So a lot of people with a lot of streams are stagnant right now, okay? Or they're just sitting. They're like sludge. They can't move, right? And that causes all kinds of issues. That causes nerve damage issues. It causes coldness and tingling in your extremities, okay? Um, it causes on occasion some of that sludge will start getting into the rest of your system, and your body has enough antioxidants and fiber constituents to help grab onto those things and get them out of the system. Because otherwise, well, they will clog you up, right? They'll make the rest of your blood bad. So, what am I saying to you? I'm saying check your blood out. Make sure you know what's going on with you internally, seeing if you have good blood or bad blood, okay? And it is what it is, okay? Just realize it is what it is. You can improve it, okay? Quickly. Like I said, over a 3 month time period, actually less than that. Blood sugar, you can get that turned around in like 2 to 3 weeks, okay? We're not talking 3 months. We're talking 2 to 3 week time period. Seriously, it can happen. I've helped people with this. I've seen people do it multiple times. Okay, it just takes a little bit of effort, some rest, some sleep helps out a lot. Some water. Okay. Thor's mom said it best. And baby, eat a salad. Okay. You've seen Thor in the bat suit. Okay, baby, life's been hard, hasn't it? Don't worry, it'll get better. And eat a salad. Just saying, okay? But come on, please tell me you've seen Thor in the Fat Suit. It's hilarious. God, it was so great, so great. Anyway, I'm not Thor anymore. Who are you gonna be? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, so but blood is a big, huge thing. You got to make sure that you've got good blood. It flows. If it flows, you flow. Life is good. If it's stagnant, you're stagnant. Life is horrible, and it will quite literally kill you from the inside out. Okay, because it starts happening internally first, and then you start seeing it externally. Okay, it's never an exit. If you see it externally, you're far gone already. Okay, but you got to start working on internal, and eventually you'll start looking better externally. Okay, takes time, 12 weeks specifically. Okay, before you start really seeing some results and change of things, even when you work on all the internal stuff. Okay, for your beauty to come inside out, it takes about 12 weeks for that to start happening. Okay, there's a time period thing. There's cell turnover rate. Cell turnover rate is a real thing. It's the limiting factor for everything. And the older you get, I'm sorry to say this, cell turnover rate slows down, okay? Unless you're measuring all this stuff and monitoring it, and you're taking care of your hormone levels and what you eat and you drink and your stress levels and your sleep and all these things. And then, you know, you look younger. You actually start turning back the clock of time. You actually start to, well, de-age, right? You don't age, you start to de-age. You start to look younger and fresher. Man, what have you been doing? Did you get Botox? No, I just started drinking some water and sleeping. That was it. Check my blood. Oh yeah, I did some workouts. Um, sort of, if you want to make skin look better, put some muscle underneath it. It will plump up and look better. Okay, is that or you got to stuff fat under there? It's one or the other. Take your pick. I'd rather have the muscle under there than fat under there. Fat gets a little lumpy over time. Uh, takes up space. Doesn't do anything. It's lazy. Seriously, fat is lazy. It just wants to lay around and soak up whatever you're eating. It doesn't want to do anything. Anyway, so as far as the blood goes, check your blood levels of stuff. Okay, go to your doctor, or if you want to do it yourself, I highly recommend doing it yourself. That way you can present it to your doctor and you are not, well, a slave to their whims, if you will, okay? Because you've already gotten your blood back. You've already had a consult with a doctor about your blood, and then you can talk to your doctor about your blood and put together a plan, right? And this way your doctor can monitor stuff. It's like a mechanic, right? You've got a machine, you've got to have a mechanic to work on it. And this way, you and your doctor have a good repertoire. If you don't, well, you go find yourself a new doctor. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't want to get too politically this thing, but choice is a big thing, okay? When you have competition in the system, that breeds more choice, and it drops prices, and it increases service, and you have new things developed. If you take all the competition and the choice out, well, now you're stuck with whoever you're stuck with, okay? And no, if you like your doctor, you won't be able to keep your doctor, okay? In fact, your doctor's probably going to leave. And you're going to have this new kid, this new has no idea what the hell's going on, reading off his tablet saying, well, this is what we're going to do now. Well, but I want to know, this is what we're doing. And if you don't like it, I'm going to put a note by your name. Please watch that Seinfeld episode with Elaine getting the note by her name for her doctor. She gets blacklisted by all the doctors in the city. Okay? Seriously, if you have one entity controlling all of it, okay, like a Medicare for All system, you'll get stuck into that. And if you get out of lockstep with one doctor, you're out of lockstep with all of them, and, well, you get that little check mark by your name. Troublemaker. Choice is a good thing. It means there'll be better doctors out there. More thought. Better care for a whole lot less. And even better when you do it yourself. Seriously, check out my website. Go to the Ultra Labs link on there. Look at all the tests you can get and how stupid cheap they are for the same test you get from your doctor that you're probably going to charge a ton of money for right now. Okay? Seriously, I'm trying to help you save a lot of money and save your life and live better. That's why I got together with him. Actually, they contacted me, which is awesome from those guys. But it's just one of the resources I have to help you live a better life for a whole lot less and control it. Meaning putting you in control of your health and not allowing somebody else to control your health. This way, you are taking care of your own good blood. Because if you don't, you might end up having some bad blood with whoever's trying to take care of your health, right? Or not take care of, manage your health, okay? Managed health means it's managed. It will never get better. It will only be managed by them. And they will manage to take as much money out of your pocket as they possibly can. If you control your health, well, you control the expenditures, which the better health you have, guess what happens? Those expenditures go down considerably, okay? If you're taking $1,500 worth of medications that you don't need to take and you get healthy and you get off of them, what did you just save yourself? Well, $1,500 in medications, all the visits to your doctor, which are how much, okay? All the time spent doing that, which is how much time? Why? Well, because you took control of your, think of it like taking control of your credit, okay? If you have really sucky credit, it sucks to start working on it, okay? Because you have to deal with that number. and why you're there, right? And then you start taking little steps to improve it. And then, boop, you see a little uptick in your score. You go, ooh, it got better. And then you do some more stuff, and boop, it got better. And the next thing you know, you got like a 780 score, and then you can buy whatever you want for a whole lot less. That's how health works. The healthier you get, the more stuff you can buy for a whole lot less and really enjoy it. Because, would you rather get a brand new Mercedes for the same price of a old beat up broken down Yugo? Because that's what happens, all right? Because interest rates are real. Okay, if you have crappy credit, interest rates are going to be here, which means your payment's going to be here on this crappy little thing. Or if your credit's great, you get like almost nothing to pay on this exquisite brand new exotic over here. Same price. Two very different cars, right? Bad sucky credit, really good credit. Bad sucky health, really good health, right? Take your pick. Do you want to have the beat up old Yugo of a health, or do you want to have the bright shiny brand new Mercedes of health for the same or less? Okay, probably less, but there will be some sameness because, well, you're gonna be working out, which means you're gonna have a gym membership that you're going to invest in. Okay, you're gonna be taking some supplements. Those are investments. Why? Because they cost a whole lot less than medications, and they do good things for you. Okay, they keep you young, so you can go ahead and do whatever the hell you want whenever you want. Okay, seriously, you can. You want to go hike a mountain? Go hike a mountain instead of being stuck over here trying to hike yourself out of a chair and making, you know the noise. Ugh. Whew. Ugh. Oh, wow. Or you go climb a mountain, you make this when you get to the top of the mountain. Except then it's like, wow, what a view. Isn't this awesome? That's cool. I guess we're walking back down now. The walking down is a lot easier than walking up. Anyway, there you go. There's your good blood episode of Save Your Health Sunday. Hope you enjoy it. Please share this out to anybody that you know needs to hear this, because somebody needs to hear it. They ain't gonna want to hear it. They're not gonna like me. They're probably not gonna like you, but they need to hear it. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Okay. Do you understand the bobbing of my head right now? Okay. I'm trying to be funny here. Seriously, we need to chill and relax about this stuff. Okay. There's time. Okay. There's time in this, and you have time. Okay. Yeah. Technically, you got 150 years on this earth. Okay. If you choose to do what it takes to live that long, right? Genetically. We have that ability. Okay, there's people working on prolonging that. Probably don't need to do those things. Seriously, there's science, and then there's some science fiction stuff. People are trying to turn into science, but I digress. Take care of your blood. Make sure you got good blood with yourself, okay, and then with everybody else. Because if you got bad blood with other people, you got bad blood with you, you're going to have bad blood running through your veins. And, well, you're going to have a much tougher, less loving, fun life that's going to end way shorter than it should. You don't need that. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. Have a good, long, loving life of giving and having fun and enjoying life and giving more life to others. Because that's why we're here. So take care of yourself every day. Do something great for yourself every day so you can do great things for other people every day. That's why we're here. I'll see you next week. We're going to talk about air and water. There you go. Air and water next week. It's like Earth, Wind, and Fire almost. If you haven't listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire, put on some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, nobody can be upset and not happy listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's impossible. If you don't know what Earth, Wind, and Fire is, if you don't know who Earth, Wind, and Fire is, man, you gotta go on Spotify or Pandora and just type it in, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Just listen for like an hour. You're gonna feel fantastic. Yeah, help out with that blood too. Really will. All right. See y'all next week. Please share this.